Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So this was like a clip, and it's like two parts of like, I guess, a pop the balloon reunion type of gathering. These people have been on the show and they're sitting around talking about it. And so this guy, the guy in the background that's going to speak, he actually made several good points. But I want you to look at and pay attention to the body language and more so the silence of the other men when he's talking.
So let me say this. Wow. I mean, how many PlayStations have you bought?
I bought a lot of them, and Xboxes, and GameCubes, and Wii's, all types of
Because you mentioned that with a passion.
Man, look, it's something that we all done went through. We all just don't speak on it.
We
all done dated women with kids, and we all done got the short end of the stick. It's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always get the bigger end
Some
of
of
the
the
stick.
things you said, I feel like he's talking out of hurt. That's just me.
I ain't talking out of hurt. You see that these men ain't
That's just what
disagreeing.
I think.
Then why don't one man disagree with?
Because you're the only person talking, really.
Do
to be honest,
man disagree with what I have said so far? Speak now. If you do, it's fine.
Hey, don't put me in this.
No, I'm for. I said any man.
I'm staying out the way.
Hey, I'm staying out of this.
I'm staying out the way on that.
You
So yeah, some of it is legit.
If I'm honest,
I'm ready for this.
I'm with him, but I'm not with him. Let me tell you why I'm with him. Some of the things that he's saying makes sense, but I think that when you get with the right woman, you guys communicate, then everything can go the way he's saying.
Love it.
So like I think he's referring to a submissive woman. And I think that you have to communicate with the woman on a certain level to find out if she is submissive, and then he'll get everything he's talking about. But he's not dealing with submissive women. He's just dealing with, I don't know. I'm dealing with women that's manipulative. Like women nowadays, they only want to be submissive when it fits them. They'll be submissive when we're going on trips and when I'm paying the rent and whenever their car break down, I'm getting it fixed and whenever everything else is going good. When I tell you don't go to the club, it's a problem. You submissive whenever you want to be. Whenever I tell you to do something you don't want to do, now you're no longer submissive. That's not going for me. It's not going for me. I can't lie to you. He got some truth in there.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Because, wrong with that.
But what I noticed, I'm noticing that more so in the generation that came before me, the 30 and down. The ones that's around my age and up, they're a little better. But you know, them young ones, they've been having the little issues, you know. They do all of it, and then no offense, baby, but it's too much of the snapbacks of the hands and all that extra. But like you said, when you're doing for them, everything good. Too much talking back. I might be rich on this a little bit. They're not letting us lead. Yeah, we need to be able to lead. But how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back? So you get in a relationship with a man who you feel like gonna do better by you and get you in a better place in life, but you don't want to listen to him. Why are you with him, man?
I can't listen to a man or be led by a man that's gonna lead me into darkness. If I see off rip that you finna lead me into some BS, then let me take the reins. I'm gonna have to take the reins to be masculine. Don't no woman wants to be masculine.
Well, pick better men today.
Listen, no woman wants to be masculine. We all desire to be in our femininity. You know, we want a man.
Now, before I go to part 2, because there's a part 2 to that. Before I go to part 2, the beginning, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I wasn't surprised by it, but I was disappointed by it in this late stage in the game. The other men that didn't want to stand with him, but knew he was telling the truth. The other men that didn't want to stand with him telling the truth, they didn't want to be a part of it because they somehow are going to, or they think they're going to lose out on the potential of having sex with the women if they say something that the women disagree with. That's BS. Y'all got to stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because you think you're going to talk yourself out of some potential cheeks that you might not have got anyway. You might not even got them anyway. And really, in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? That might be a blessing in disguise that a chick turned you down and she don't want to have nothing to do with you and she don't want to have sex because you're telling her the truth or you're telling her something she don't want to hear. So what? She don't want to hear it, and she'll live, and so will you. Some of the men that I've seen get so much access to women really be the ones that don't sugarcoat for them. That really be the ones that do that. They don't have to be mean, but they're very straightforward with the women that they talk to and the women that they deal with. I'm not going around the bush doing nothing good because I ain't scared of you. Take your little coochie and go head on somewhere and I'll get another one. Especially if the chick that you dealing with ain't doing nothing but having sex. What's the loss? What's the loss? When you ain't offering nothing but some cheeks, you replaceable. You extra replaceable. Like you got to be doing some other stuff to be difficult, hard to replace. Like, come on. Just because a chick screw her face up, I don't know why you saying that. She's still gonna do it. She's still going. That's the thing. That's the thing that a lot of men, I don't know why y'all don't get it. She's still finna go. She finna smack her lips and roll her eyes and give you that throat. That's what she gonna do. And the one you can't get it from was never gonna do it anyway, whether you said everything that she quote unquote liked or not. She was never gonna go. She was the one who never goes, was never gonna go. She was never gonna give you nothing. She was never gonna have sex with you, never. But the one who was gonna have sex with you, being more straightforward to, she ain't gonna do nothing but have a little attitude. Nothing that, you know what I'm saying, drilling her through the mattress won't cure. Especially if that's all you going for. If you as a man, that's all you want a chick for is to throw you some cheeks. So what? She don't like what you said. And this is what some guys be saying. You got to be a butthole. You don't necessarily got to be mean, but you just got to be straight. Women think you a butthole when you're truthful with them. That you don't even have to be an actual a-hole. Like you don't have to be mean to them. A lot of chicks nowadays, so they want to be so sensitive that, you know what I'm saying, even if you're just a guy that's being straight up with them, you know what I'm saying, you know, this is what's going on, I think this, I think that, and be truthful, and that's really what's going on. They ain't gonna do nothing but have a little bootleg attitude and lay in the bed. They're gonna toot it up anyway. They're gonna do it anyway. That's why they keep talking to you after you say something that they quote unquote don't like, because they still going to go. They still going to have sex with you. They still gonna do it. You didn't talk yourself out of anything. Matter of fact, you probably talked yourself more into it than you think. But we're going to let part 2 play.
Out there, start being truthful. So they know what's wrong with them and you know what's wrong with you. Everybody just be lying, man. For real. Everybody just be lying. If people just be truthful and tell the women what's the honest truth instead of trying to get some coochie.
Yeah.
You will be fine.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man,
you will be fine.
Now look,
all these women don't know what's going on and what's wrong because men keep lying.
He right, but you gonna lose some coochie.
You are. You're right, but
I'm telling you right now.
This is crazy.
A lot of women not used to the truth.
They not.
What y'all dating women that with if and this is
and there's the thing that was the so-called fear mongering where you is gonna lose out of some coochie. So what? It probably had HIV anyway. You'll be fine. What the guy said was perfect. You'll be fine. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. Tell them why you ain't messing with them no more. Tell a chick, if you've been dealing with that chick for 5-6 months and you've been turned off by X amount of things that she may have been saying and doing, don't ghost her. Tell her, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. Why you want to break up? I listen, because X, Y, and Z is going on, and I'm not having it. I've been trying to wait and hang back to see if you was gonna figure something out, or you know what I'm saying, I mentioned it and you kind of laughed it off, or you kind of blew it off. But you know what? Before I get too far into this with you, you're like, you cool, but that's not cool, and I don't want to talk no more. And stand on that business. She'll be fine. She'll be fine, and so will you. If she don't want to turn it around on you and she want to argue, don't even argue with her. Like, I'm of the position you ain't even got to argue with her. You ain't got to say nothing else other than what you said. I said what I said. And if she can't handle it, let that be her personal problem, that she can't handle the feedback. She can self-destruct over there. If telling her the truth make her self-destruct, then she'll be destroyed. Now they don't want you. And maybe the next man will have a better time of it. If she keep getting that feedback, maybe she'll think, or maybe not. Maybe she won't think, and maybe she'll be outcast because she won't get it together, because she thinks somebody playing with her, because she think that she can just keep going on and being this hyena and she can do that because some dude somewhere gonna still have sex with her. Matter of fact, it ain't gonna be some random dude. It's gonna be all the dudes is gonna be trying to smash. No matter how she act, and no matter what kind of foolishness she do, and no matter what kind of hyena she is, if she, you know what I'm saying, pop her butt just so you're going, and she know that. She know that. But if these chicks get the sense that these dudes really will leave you alone, like they really will, like, stand on business, them be the dudes that get chased. Like, wait a minute, well, I'll try to straighten up, you know, and you may not deal with her no more because you might feel like she just playing, you know what I'm saying? She just want access to you, so she just about to play games. I'm not saying that if she do chase you, you gotta deal with her again. You don't never have to deal with her never again. That's not even my point. But his point, my point is his point. Everybody will be better off if we just told the truth about it. I don't want to talk to you no more because XYZ. The women don't have no problem saying even goofy stuff. That it could be stuff that don't matter to nobody nowhere. And they'll say the stupidest stuff, talking about why they don't deal with a man. They don't deal with him because his socks weren't matching. You know, the goofiest stuff. They don't care about saying it because they get away with saying it. Because even if she say that to a dude in front of a group of dudes, it's going to be somebody in that group of dudes that's going to be like, but I'm still smash though. I'm just ain't going to deal with her in a relationship. So these hoes is getting validated by the smash, not the relationship. So what you think you're withholding only works for a lioness. It don't work on hyenas. They don't care about that. They care about being able to tell somebody that this dude wanted to smash and that dude smash, and they get all the dudes on their body. All the dudes be on their body all the time. Like that's a validation between hyenas. The only ones that want a relationship that get validated by the relationship is lionesses. We the only ones won't. Hyenas don't want no relationship out of you. They want what they can get out of you. They don't want a relationship out of you because they don't want all the stuff that come with a relationship. Just like he said in the first clip, it's cool when I'm doing everything you want, but when I tell you don't go to the club and don't wear that now all of a sudden what I said was a problem. Now you don't want to because again, it go back to what I'm saying. Hyenas don't want relationships. They want benefits. They want stuff they can get out of dudes. And if they can fake it for a little bit, whatever. But there's no real submission going on because they don't really care to have no relationship with you. They care to be able to have access to sex with you or any money or any benefits or anything like that they can get out of you. That's what they're looking to have. So it don't matter if a chick don't want to have sex with you because you told her the truth, and you ain't gonna get 100%. Even if you lie to all the women that you talk to, you ain't finna get 100% of all them women anyway. The hunt rate is not gonna be 100% anyway, regardless of what you do. So you might as well tell the truth. And if a chick don't want to hear your honest feedback about why you don't want to talk to her, or why you know what I'm saying, dismissed her, or you know what I'm saying, blah 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 blah, or why you ain't really feeling her, and whatever it is, and she doing some foolishness, and you just, you know what I'm saying, you just straight up with her, hey, give it to a straight no chaser. You know, this is not gonna work for me. You doing all this foolishness. I don't know who you doing this to. I don't know who you think you talking to. In other words, who you think you playing with, but you're not about to play with me. And then stand on that business. Who cares about a coochie? You probably hit it anyway. You probably hit it already anyway. So, don't call me no more. So, all right, she'll be calling you. I'm gonna let the rest of it play.
I'm in a phase right now where I feel like if I date a man, I have been rejecting a lot of men lately because they objective is to have sex. I don't want to have sex.
You can't stop that from now. It's
right.
already been implanted.
How are you willing to like with?
Okay.
Already been implanted.
I wait for it a little bit, but I ain't waiting forever.
I see somebody.
Ain't nobody waiting that long.
I
wait a little bit. I ain't waiting forever.
I was just telling them, like, the problem is y'all got too many men that's lying to y'all. Y'all will have, listen to me, it will be 5 men. Yes. It will be literally 5, let's say 10 men.
Definitely agree.
You go on a date with 10 men. You tell these 10 men, or 9 of them, man, look, I messed with 7 dudes this week. The 7 dudes or the 8 or 9 dudes gonna be like, yeah, okay, well, look, you mess with 7 dudes this week, you're not a hoe. You can do what you want to do. You make your own money. It's life. If you want to mess with whoever you want to mess with, you can. And guess what they want right after? The same coochie.
Yep.
But then you're going to have that 10th man that come on that date and tell you, look, you ain't supposed to be messing with all these men. You ain't supposed to be doing this. You ain't supposed to be doing that. But in your head, hold on. You the only one telling me this. The other 9 ain't telling me this. So when the other 9 get into line with that one and tell the truth, everything else will be cool. Y'all get lied to, and y'all live in these worlds of these men lying to y'all.
Yeah, it's a facade.
It's a
sad.
facade.
It's very
you
sad.
have to get out of your world and get into reality. What's going on?
Okay.
I would say this, being a host, I see a lot of smoke and mirrors all the time. I very rarely get the chance to see people for themselves. And I find out so much about people after the show. Even like I go through extremes of vetting, getting on FaceTimes, all that, and it's still so many facades, so many smoke and mirrors. So I agree with that. People be more authentic, be yourself. You know, practice telling yourself the truth so you can know how to tell other people the truth.
We be knowing what's going on. That's just like with her. She knew what she would have said. She would have stripped or something. Would have led to something else. And she like, cool, be cool. Like, that was a problem with my last girlfriend. I'm not dating no more strippers.
Though. That's why I said that's my current job. Like
all the men out.
All of that was the absolute truth. You see how the women was nodding, even if they combat you in the moment, and the reality is they don't like it. It's a bitter pill, but you ain't gotta like it to respect it. They can't disrespect it. If you tell them the truth, they may not like you for it, but they can't disrespect you for it either. Gotta respect it, whether you like it or not. So and what the hostess said at the end was potent as well. Practice telling yourself the truth, then you can tell other people the truth. And that was to his point. Too many delusions. He said it. Y'all live in a world of delusion, and you got to come out, and you got to come to some reality. You can't believe the dude that told me, man, body count don't matter, and you done have 50 bodies and you still don't want to tell. And women know that. They know it. They say one thing, they know something else. You know that you're going to get a certain reaction in a room full of men. If you tell them men you've been stripping for the last 5 years, then there is a whole thought pattern about who you are that come from that piece of information, and you're not going to be able to tell him nothing else about you. Nothing about how you like to draw, nothing about how you like to sing. Now, he don't care. All he heard was, he heard what you said. You said, I'm a sex worker. And everything that he think happens with that is what's going to be the truth. That's going to be the truth. And he's not going to be off. He's not going to be off base either. Because you are selling your sex. You are up there shaking your butt. You are up there shaking your breasts. You are up there cozying up the dude so he can stuff a few dollars in your thong. You are doing that. So it ain't like he gonna be just making stuff up. That's why women don't say certain things. So y'all know what it is, women. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know y'all can't say certain things to certain men because the men are going to have a thought about you. Even the one that you think ain't judging. Even that one. Jump down in the comment section. Okay, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.